Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you daily reading for Sunday the 27th of June 2021. Usually on a Sunday, I only like to work with Oracle decks, but today I'm actually doing a little bit of both. I have two tarot cards and I have two Oracle cards, and they are from the same family, if I may call them that. It is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments and the Oracle of the Mystical Moments. So it'll be very interesting to see the message, the reading that comes through from this combination. And I do hope that it gives us good insight for Sunday and the week ahead. So let's get straight into it. To start off with the tarot, what do we need to know today? So the first card we have is the Four of Cups. And Four of Cups is a card of feeling a little bit bored, feeling a little bit alone, a little bit isolated, a little bit disinterested in life around us. But what we have to understand is while we're sitting there feeling sorry for ourselves, and while we're sitting there feeling like, life isn't so great and life isn't so fabulous, there is always somebody or something happening around us that's keeping you safe, keeping you protected, and keeping you almost sheltered from whatever it is that's going on around you. You can see that the air, I don't know if it's going to come through on camera, but the air around the shadow of the umbrella is actually quite gritty, quite dirty, okay? Quite a lot of texture there. But this umbrella, and she's not even aware. So she's sitting there feeling like she's sitting out in the rain, feeling as if, I've been totally abandoned and neglected. Nobody loves me and I'm feeling sorry for myself. But what she doesn't see is that there is this protection that's happening. So we may be feeling this today. Today you may be feeling a little bit hard done by. But if you actually are honest with yourself, and if you truly look at your situation, look at your reality, you're going to see that it's not as bad as you're making it out, or not as bad as you are thinking, feeling, and perceiving. The second tarot card, just to put things into perspective, is the Page of Swords. So I love this. He's standing on a pile of books. He has this huge big dandelion, okay, that he's holding, but it's like he's standing there almost in a pose of authority. And I mean, he's got his hand on his chest, hand on his heart. He's being very patriotic, but he's got all these wishes, all these dreams. This pile of books that he's standing on, yes, it's giving him an advantage, but isn't that exactly what knowledge does? Knowledge gives you that advantage. Knowledge is the thing that allows you to elevate and to climb, to get higher up so that your wishes can come true. Page of Swords, I always see the Page of Swords as learning, understanding, gaining knowledge, gaining inspiration, and gaining momentum through our intelligence. Okay, so instead of feeling sorry for yourself today, instead of feeling as if there's nothing going right, there's nothing happening, there's nothing worthwhile going on around you, maybe you need to recognize the knowledge and the understanding that you have, and recognize that that has actually elevated you and taken you to the next level and raised you above the situation. I think that's quite awesome. I like that. Let's have a look at the oracle and see what it wants to contribute to our reading. We have card number 1, which talks about day and night. And I think we've got to understand that, things are always different in the daytime versus the nighttime. We can't expect things to stay the same all the time. We have to understand that sometimes we have to be on the ground and sometimes we have to be elevated. We have to recognize and understand the opposites of day and night, and how one cannot exist without the other, but they never exist at the same time. It either is or it isn't, okay? It either is day or it is night. You never have a situation where it's both at the same time. And maybe this is why you're feeling a little bit disappointed, a little bit hard done by, because maybe you're wanting, hoping, holding out for things to be the same all the time, to have your cake and eat it too, okay? But we have to understand that there is a process, and each book, each bit of knowledge, each bit of understanding, each thing that you gain in life takes you a step higher. You cannot just do it all at once. There is a process, and it's either one or the other, and we have to understand the cycle. If you are in day and you're wanting the night, you can't speed it up, you can't hurry it up. You have to just be patient and wait for it to evolve. If you are in the nighttime waiting for the daytime, again, it's going to take however much time it's going to take. Just as with studies, if you're embarking on a 3-year program, study program, you cannot speed it up. I suppose you can, but not really. Things take the time that they take. And while you're waiting, while you're sitting and waiting for day to come, night to come, for knowledge to come, for understanding, understand that there is some shelter that is taking place around you. You're not so forced into being on your own and isolated, neglected, and left alone. But it's time to allow your wishes to come true by understanding the knowledge that you have gained, the inspiration that you've gained, and that things exist in their own time and in their own space. The last oracle card to complete the message is weaving flowers. Oh, I love that. Love that. You know, this is the image on the box. You can see it is the same, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So let's just understand, what does it mean to weave flowers? What we have to ask ourselves here is, you know, what is she actually doing? And when I look at this, I mean, to me, I'm seeing all the beautiful flowers here. I'm seeing the multitude of petals, and it's almost like everything's on this wire, everything's on this string, and she is bringing it all together. Weaving flowers, it's a delicate job that requires concentration, requires effort. And if you imagine in the world, okay, I mean, where our flowers are, if we imagine the energy that is taken, that is needed, that it needs to be put into it in order to create those beautiful flowers that we often take advantage of and often don't even really appreciate when we see them. But it is a delicate job, and it's one that requires concentration, it requires effort, and sometimes it goes unnoticed. Let's go back here. Unnoticed, okay? Four of Cups is feeling unnoticed, feeling unimportant, feeling as if nobody sees you and if you're just being left out in the cold. But the work that's gone into who you are and what's happening around you is delicate, it's detailed. We always want what we don't have, don't we? That's what I get from this day and night. When it's daytime, we want nighttime. If we have long straight hair, we want curly hair. If we have, you know, if we're one body shape, we want another. If we're one thing, we never really seem to be happy. But we've got to understand that our knowledge, our understanding, the life that we live, it's the life that we live. It's constantly needing to be added to, added to. Add another petal, add another flower, add another. We need to weave, and we are the weavers. We are the weavers of our reality, of our life, and of the life that we live. So you have the choice to feel as if you are neglected and left out in the cold, or the choice to understand that every book that you read, every thing that you do, every activity that you go through is adding to the bigger picture, bringing you closer to your dreams coming true. We have to understand that certain things just take their time. When I say take their time, it's not about being slow. It means that things happen in their own time, and there's no speeding it up, slowing it down. But we have to be constantly weaving. We can't stop this. If we stop this, then everything stops. We have to persist, push through, and we have to constantly add to our bouquet, add to our bundle of knowledge, our bundle of experiences, our bouquet of understanding. And if you can do that, you'll never feel this way. You'll never feel like this. If anything, you will have all your wishes and dreams come true. Friends, I do hope that that reading, that message, that guidance, and that inspiration just gives you whatever it is that you need in your life right now on this day, Sunday, the 27th of June. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. Take care.